Hello.
Hello
Hi.
there.
Hello.
Welcome to Project Beskar. We have an amazing guest, Rei.kennex.
Hello.
Wonderful.
Intros are still not our thing. 11 episodes in, and we still can't figure it out.
You know what I realized that we never do when we start the episodes? We never introduce ourselves. We just assume people.
You know,
That is
I
very
always
true.
think about that,
That's
but
very
I
true.
never
I
actually
was
say
on the drive over. I was like, we never say who we are when we come in. We just start it. We're just like, okay, this is the name of the podcast.
Yeah.
What are our names?
In
I
my
don't-
case,
I don't know.
What's your name?
I am Blake Tom, a.k.a. Clone to Snug.
I'm Rei.kennex, aka Rei.kennex.
Simple. I like it.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Jeremy. You don't need my last name. The Gongfather.
Hello, I am Westin Powers, aka Mandalore the Lego.
Mandalore Lego
Perfect.
or Mandalorian Lego?
Mandalore the Lego.
I heard Mandalorian the Lego.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, just Mandalore.
Pretty sure I heard
the
that
Lego.
too. Don't you get mad about that too?
No.
Oh, never mind.
No, just my name. When
As-
people
as
spell it
his
with an
lip
O
twitch when he
instead of an
said
I.
Oh, yeah. The West Tone.
West Inn, like the inn or the hotel.
Oh yeah, that's my hotel. Actually, whenever I saw my name on it, I was like, you know what? That's mine.
It's
My
about the
building.
same too, right?
Same way.
Oh, I think I took a picture of one. I was getting Riley, and then right by her hotel was a Westin, and I was like,
Yep.
hey, I never said it to you.
Yeah.
But I have,
That's okay.
I have a
I've gotten
photo.
that enough. But anyway, we're not here to talk about my name, you,
Hotels.
or hotels. We're here to talk about Clone to Snug's life story.
It's pretty boring.
We're here for
Ray is
I
just
was
here
born-
as a spectator.
Yeah.
And now I'm here.
Yeah, I'm having fun.
Wow.
Yeah. That's my life story.
Wonderful.
All right. Bye, guys.
Okay.
'Cause I'm usually watching the podcast, and now I'm immersed. Like I'm inside of it.
Oh yeah,
You're
so
in.
it's
Yeah.
like an audience, but you know you're.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm involved
Perfect.
too.
We have
You
a
can
live
also-
audience.
You can comment below too. You can just throw papers on the ground.
Down below, just right, throw it.
You're doing amazing, sweetie. All right. Weston's got some questions, as always.
I do.
Prepared guy.
Straight to the interrogation.
Someone got
Yep.
cross out here, but
Yeah.
one thing I did want to ask you, just to start everything off, how did you first get into Star Wars? Since you're a big, obviously Star Wars cosplayer, I think a lot of people know you from that. What was your first, time seeing it? What really drew you into it?
The first time was with my best friend at the movie theater, and I think it was episode 2.
Ooh.
Yes. So before that, I didn't know much about Star Wars, but I
Did
guess
you love it like when you first saw it?
I
or-
totally loved it. Yes, we both were in absolute awe, and we loved Anakin, of course,
Mhm.
because Anakin.
Yep.
And yeah, so since then I was really interested into it, but then real life interfered, college, and all of that.
Oh yeah.
So for a while, I was just like a very passive fan. I wasn't doing anything, and then with the Force Awakens release, I guess it re-sparked my love for Star Wars, and that actually inspired the cosplay.
Nice.
I think that happened for a lot of people. Force Awakens came out, and
Yeah.
everyone got back into Star Wars, and it just kind of brought that life back to
Yeah,
the
I
the
definitely
fandom.
did.
Mm-hmm.
And your first cosplay was Rey?
Yeah,
right?
it was Rey.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I did know that.
Still wear her. She's still
Yeah.
cool.
I mean, I love that costume.
The scavenger ray.
Scavenger Rey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
That's one of my favorite costumes.
Yeah,
I made
you
all
should
of
make
the
one.
versions, but then I got rid of one of them because I didn't like how it fit. So
Yeah.
Now, is Ray a comfy costume to wear? I hear from other Ray cosplayers that it's such an uncomfortable costume.
no, it's very comfy. I don't know. Maybe it depends on
I was
how
gonna say,
how
it's
you
like-
make it, how you make it fit.
Yeah. Okay.
All my Rays are super comfy.
Nice. Cool.
It's soft. I mean, you don't have armor. You don't have anything heavy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Mobility.
depending on what you compare it to, if you compare it to the heavy armor, if you have that, then
Yeah.
of course it's comfy. Yes.
I don't know what it's like to not have.
To not to be comfy.
If you can kneel, it's comfy. Let's just put it at
That
that.
is true.
I can kneel in a Mando or Boba, but getting back up is the.
Yeah. If you can pick
Safely.
something up that you
You'd hope.
dropped,
Yeah.
it's a great cosplay.
It's like I can, but I
True.
prefer not to because then it
Yeah.
messes up some armor
Yeah.
piece, and I'm like, great.
That's
Yeah.
why we need a handler.
Yo, yes.
True.
Mhm.
I had a handler for the first time at LA Galaxy with Kai.
Yeah.
It was so nice. I've never had a handler
Having
before.
someone else just
Yeah.
help put all your stuff on.
Yeah.
So
Well,
much better.
I've had you as well a couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like a dedicated
10 out of
one
10 would
was so-
recommend handlers.
Yeah.
You need someone who's not cosplaying so they
Yeah,
don't get
that's
distracted.
exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, because it's super easy like to be a handler and you're like in like a Han Solo or whatever, but then you get distracted and have to go do something else, and then
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
you leave the person. So a dedicated handler was super nice.
Yeah, very helpful, especially if you have a popular costume
Yeah,
at a
Oh,
busy
yeah.
convention.
yeah,
You have to have a handler that's not only helping you with your own stuff, but also managing the pictures, the
Yeah.
people, the
Yeah.
business cards,
Yep.
the
And
stuff.
it's not easy when someone doesn't know how. They're like, oh, I don't know what to do. But
yeah.
know,
and
Like
there's
we
so many people.
at LA Galaxy, we had my buddy Kai, who's a photographer, and he was in Boba, and Dars was in Amando, and I was in Tuck. And at one point, we just like I was like. Went up to Kai, I was like, dude, you got to cut off the line. Like, we got to go. Like, there's just a huge line of people.
You guys
and-
left us. And
Yeah.
Dars and I got stuck because
Yeah.
everyone was like, oh, Boba Fett. And I was like, oh, no, I'm not leaving here.
Yeah.
So we're like, Boba Fett.
We came back. We
what?
came back for you.
Yeah.
Help out.
Eventually we got through.
Yeah.
and-
You have to
Yeah.
have someone who is going to be the jerk instead of you and say,
Yeah.
I know.
say
I
no.
can't. I
100%.
can't do it.
Yeah, you just
Can't.
can't. Well, people want to take a picture or say hi or whatever.
So can I get a
You
picture? I'm like, no. I turn around. It's a little girl looking up at me. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, now I feel bad.
can't do
Try
that.
working at Disney.
Oh gosh. Oof. But anyway, well, so your first cosplay was Rei. Wow, that's very fitting. Rei and Rei.
I know.
that's great.
It was a running joke for a while. It's like, hi, I'm Ray. What's your name? Ray. Ray. I know you're Ray, but
Yeah.
but really,
It's like when Hunter wears his Hunter cosplay,
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Hunter.
gosh.
Yeah.
yeah.
but he's also Hunter.
Yeah.
How did you first, find out about like cosplay, or was that something you just kind of wanted to do on your own, or did you see that there was a community for it?
No, I knew, of course, about cosplay existing somewhere, but I didn't know anything about community. And when I started it, I just moved to Los Angeles, so I didn't know anyone here or anything about the community. But at the same time, I started acting, so I went to film school, and to me, it was always about portraying the character. Versus making the costume. So I was more interested about performance, about capturing the essence of the character. So to answer your question, I just wanted to make the costume.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what to do with it. So I just wanted to wear it and to try that look on because like, I love the character. You
Yep.
know, what would I look like as her? So I made the costume and then I started researching, okay, so what do you do now? Because there must be a place where you can wear this and hang out with
Yeah.
people. So I found out about conventions and I went to the one that was shortly after, 2 months after or something like that. And I had so much fun. So I met Rebel Legion and 501st and everyone else. And it was so amazing that, of course, I got sucked into this world and still doing it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like goes for all of us.
Yeah. You're like, just one costume. That's all I need. Like, I'm just gonna make Rex, and now I'm
Yeah.
like the
You're always
fourth
like, you
cosplayer.
got
Like,
like 5
alright,
in the
what's
works.
next?
yeah, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
It's addictive.
yeah.
Mhm.
Especially we've talked about it, Westin and I think like every time I watch a movie and I'm like, oh, I want to make that. And he's
Yeah.
like, dude, you're trying to get your Captain America, you're trying to get Tron. Like,
Yeah. Once you
it's
step
too
into
many.
that world of cosplay, it kind of
Yeah.
opens your eyes to like, I could make this, and you kind of want to know how to make it.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure. I think like all of us probably have like on our like phones have like our notes app, which is like
Mhm.
cosplay we want, and like a little chat is like, what do I need for this?
Yeah.
You just look back and you're like, God, my list is too long.
I have photo albums.
Photo
I had-
albums?
yeah.
It's like reference photos.
Yeah,
on it.
that's
Nice.
exactly what I have. Yeah,
I'm going to give you a tip. So there's this app that's called Cosplanner.
Cosplanner.
Cosplanner. It's a must for every
Okay.
cosplayer. If you have more than one costume, it's the freaking bestest tool ever. Cosplanner, yeah. So you can track all of your costumes, the date you started, the due date, the event you want to make it ready for, and then it gives you the list of items you need to either buy or make, and you can track your progress, you can track the prices, you can put notes, you can
Whoa.
put picture references. It's so freaking convenient. So especially when you have like me, like over 15 costumes,
Yeah.
and half of them are still in the works or in some kind of reworks. It's
Yeah.
very, very handy.
Wow.
I had no idea this was
Whoever
a thing,
made that was a
but
genius.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Whoever made it was a cosplayer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
for sure.
Yeah, and it's free too. So
Oh, perfect.
I want
Alright.
it. Does it send you reminders like Duolingo where like it keeps saying like it's time, and like the app's like get to
unfortunately.
work.
Maybe paid version does.
We would
but
need that.
the free
Oh,
one
okay.
doesn't.
You're like, hey,
yeah.
work on your gauntlets today.
Yeah.
Have
I
them
see
done
you're
this
just
week.
sitting down. You
Yeah.
should probably work on your cosplay right now. It's like
Yeah.
You've been playing video games for 8 hours.
turn off the Fortnite,
Yeah.
get to work.
Yeah.
I don't need a cosplay if I can just buy the Boba Fett
Yeah.
Fortnite skin.
Perfect.
On Amazon.
On Amazon.
Okay, it's my favorite thing when people who are new to cosplay, most of them don't realize how expensive and time consuming it is. And sometimes we get questions like, oh, where'd you get this? Did you buy this? I'm like, yeah, Amazon, $20. And I just, of course, do it out of, just for fun. But people get it like, oh, okay, I don't know something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was asking on Instagram the other day, like, hey, I want to do something quick and easy and cheap, buy like Comic-Con, something I put together on a budget, and suggestions. And so people write things like from Star Wars. I'm like, no, this is a 6-month build, and that's
Yeah.
over $1,000.
Yeah.
No.
So I guess it's important for us who do cosplay to show people how much effort it really takes to make a good costume,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because then you see appreciation comes for that.
Yeah.
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 Definitely. I get that when I'll put on sometimes I'll do a commission on like a Rex helmet. And I got one person one time was like, well, I can just get this for $100 on Amazon. And it is the
You're like,
worst.
okay,
I'm just
look
like-
at that helmet
I'm like,
on
all right, go for
Amazon.
it. Like,
The,
Yep.
the bee
Good
sting
luck.
like Rex.
yes.
helmet.
Yep. That one. And I'm like, yeah, buy that one. Like, if that's what you want, then
Those,
Go
that
for
goes,
it,
That
like-
goes under the list of things that Michael will buy, so
Yeah.
that you don't have to.
yeah.
Like I think we have the blast shield helmet, like the training helmet here.
Oh, yeah.
It was like $100 on Amazon or something,
Yeah.
but it's so janky.
Because it's art. I mean, it's
Yeah.
just, it's so, like, there was this, like, a joke or something that said that if you want to be a cosplayer, okay, get ready to be your own costume designer, costume maker, makeup artist, hairstylist, photographer, retoucher, editor, blah, 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 everything. So
Yeah.
it really takes a lot.
Or spend a lot of money.
Both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either way, you will spend a lot.
You
of
will spend a
money.
lot of money.
Either
Yeah.
way.
But there is a way to do it where you just spend a lot of money and don't have to do any of that.
I wonder.
But again,
you
it's a
wanted to.
lot of
Yeah,
money.
that's a
like,
lot
you
more
pay
money.
thousands. Like I know Hunter did
Yeah.
a kit, a Commander Cody kit.
Mm-hmm.
He ended up painting it. He didn't even do the prep work. He just painted it, and that already costs like a lot
Yeah.
to do.
Quality, because you have to invest into it if you want something
Yeah,
really
exactly.
nice. Yeah, and I know everyone has their own way to cosplay. That's what I love about it so much.
Yeah.
Whatever you prefer, whatever is your lane,
Yeah.
you can do it. You can even not do anything yourself and still be spectacular in how you portray the character in your photography or video, whatever it is. So it's very cool. Like everyone can have some kind of niche.
And it's
Yeah.
not even like, there's not a single way to do a costume.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, a lot of clones will buy the Imperial Surplus kit
Mm-hmm.
and build it from there, but you don't have to. I mean, if you want to, you can, get foam, make the templates and carve all that out. I know a few cosplayers with foam that just make incredible pieces.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like it looks not like foam, like it looks like
Yeah.
actual armor.
Whatever material you prefer, because some people like foam, some people hate foam.
Yeah.
So
It's so light.
Yeah.
I put
Yeah.
on one of my friend's foam helmets at a con. And I was like, it weighed nothing.
Yeah. It's just really hard to work with. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I don't.
But people
I
do
don't
it.
know how.
and it's
depends on the
awesome.
piece, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
true.
I feel like working with foam is a whole level of like patience,
Yeah.
because like to get it molded just right, and like Brittany, like
Mm-hmm.
oh my god, her chopper, her Ned B,
It'd be
phenomenal.
because
Yeah.
that's a costume that would be really hard to make, like with anything else.
Yeah.
And she
Besides
nailed it
foam.
with foam.
Like 3D printing that is gonna be so heavy.
Mm-hmm.
So heavy. I'm sure someone's gonna do it, but
Even like working with cardboard. What's her name? Bird Trooper.
Mhm.
Does,
Yeah.
does cardboard armor, and
Yep.
it looks really cool.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen lots of things made with cardboard too, where
Yeah.
it like looks really legit.
Yeah. There's definitely a cheap way to do it. It just takes a lot more time.
Yeah.
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 You have to be careful in the rain.
Yeah. yeah.
Oh, imagine walking out and just your
Oh,
costumes
that would
melting
be
off of you.
living- So
somewhere
depressing.
That's why I
Seattle or
don't like
Portland.
foam in LA, because it gets so hot and foam is
Oh,
not as sturdy
Yeah.
Yeah.
here. So a lot of people have trouble with it.
Mhm.
True.
But yeah, that all depends, on like what you're gonna do with it,
Mhm.
how often you want to wear it.
Mhm.
But yeah, all sorts
where
of
you are.
so
Foam.
talked a lot about some cosplay, which is great. You have a favorite cosplay of yours?
Oh yes. Guess.
I did.
Ray?
Ahsoka.
Thank you.
Ah.
How
I
did
should've
you
guessed
guys
that.
not guess that?
I don't know.
Of course
I
it's
thought Ray.
Ahsoka. No, of course it's Ahsoka.
Yeah.
She's my girl. She's my favorite.
She's pretty awesome.
I really like the Ayla Sakura kit that you have. Did you wear that to Celebration?
Mhm.
That was awesome.
I did.
Yeah.
I modified it slightly so I wouldn't have to paint
Yeah.
a lot of
Mm-hmm.
parts.
Yeah.
But actually, no
I
one
like that would
noticed
be
that.
hard.
That was really funny. I was like, doesn't matter.
That's the goal. It's like just no one noticed. Perfect.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I didn't notice.
I think the first
Yeah.
time I had met you is when you came into Super to do that bike shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you were in Iron,
Iden,
right?
yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, that's so cool.
Oh, I
Iden's cool.
remember
Yeah.
that. I wasn't there, but I've seen the
Mhm.
photos and I was like, this is dope.
Iden's my probably second favorite.
The Iden's really cool.
Yeah.
With or
Is-
without the helmet.
Without, of course.
Is that one comfortable to wear?
Yeah, it's very comfy.
Okay. 'Cause I think,
Nice. Very good.
what is it? Just like jumpsuit boots and like a chest plate?
There's a belt with a holster. It's
Oh,
can get heavy if you have the big gun in it.
Right.
But it's a chest plate, back plate, and you can also put the flight box
Yeah.
on top of it, which I don't usually wear because it looks weird from the side. And somebody bumps into it all the time too. It's
Oh,
magnetic, so it can
Okay.
fall off. And I don't wear
Oh,
the
yeah.
helmet because I'm pretty small and the helmet is a little bigger, so I look a little
Those
funky.
TIE pilot helmets are big.
Yeah.
It's light and it's comfy. I can see well in it, but if I don't have to wear it, then I won't.
Yeah.
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 Like on guys, it looks fine usually, but on me, it's like I have narrow
I mean,
shoulders.
those helmets are huge.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
pilot helmets. So
The like TIE pilot helmets, the like pilot like helmets.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
huge, massive helmets.
It's,
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like the Stormtrooper face, but then they add a giant shell on the top of the.
hmm
yeah, I
I
could see
just
how
have
that would
to-
get really annoying.
I have one friend with a TIE pilot helmet.
I feel
It's
like,
it's a cool helmet.
yeah.
It's very
Yeah.
cool.
Big.
I
Yeah.
feel like I'd be a bobblehead. I mean, I have a big head, but that like the ones I've seen, I'm like just play my head. Just
Mhm.
up
Like
and
a
down.
Funko Pop.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
live action Funko.
As much as I will look like a Funko Pop, I'm still gonna do that animated Phase 2 pilot
Uh huh.
helmet look.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
It's so cool. Love that one.
What else you got?
Um, oh, I know that, besides cosplay, you have also done a few fan films, haven't you?
hmm
Yeah, and I know you talked about how you did some acting. Like, did that play a role into, you wanted to do fan films?
Oh yeah, it's huge. I mean, it started both at the same time,
Yeah.
so they were always happening simultaneously, and of course they had to merge at some point. So
Yeah.
acting, filmmaking is my biggest passion. It's my work too. So I thought, hey, well, I have the costumes. Let's make our own story. And since, like I said, my favorite part about cosplaying is portraying the character. It's not the process of making the costume. It's
Yeah.
actually wearing it and coming up with ideas and stories and capturing their essence. Because all my characters are a little bit like me or more or less like me because I choose them based on relatability.
Mm-hmm.
If I feel like I see myself in that character, then it's much more interesting to portray.
Yeah.
It's like picking a
Yes.
role. It's the same way. So, of course, I had to do something film-wise, and I picked Ahsoka first. She's my favorite, and there's so many stories about her I wanted to show. And then Ayla as well, because she is the opposite. She doesn't have enough about her, but she deserves
Right.
it.
Yeah. True.
More love for Ayla and Bly.
Yes.
I have them up there.
Oh, there you
I don't have anything. I had a Lego minifig Ayla Sakura, but I was like, that's not gonna show up anywhere on
Yeah.
the set. Like, you're not gonna
it's-
see it.
It's teeny.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
It's fun. It's just different characters because Ahsoka is so developed already. So when we did our first teeny teaser, there was no live action Ahsoka yet at all. So it was our new take on her,
yeah.
transitioning her to live action. And then with Ayla, it was different because we had so many different interpretations of her in live action, in the comics, in the
Yeah.
cartoons. So that was almost like reinventing the character and bringing her to life in my own way. Not trying to mimic anything, but still being true to the character, to her
Yeah.
origins. So that was a different project, but still cool. So we were making more for sure.
That's really
That's
awesome.
awesome.
I'm very excited.
You're gonna be in it. So yeah,
Oh wow.
Yes, I'm also very
get
excited for
ready.
that too. I have to show my face.
It's like the coolest thing because you get to do it with your friends, with your fellow nerds, and then more people come along.
With fan films, you kind of just pull the people you know, and you're like, hey, I know you can do this.
Yeah, it would be really nice if someone finished their kit so they could help me with my fan film. Westin.
It's sitting in 2 boxes.
It's been like 6 months since I asked you.
If you plan an armor party, I will pull the Shadow Trooper out and I will get it all done.
Next week, we can have one.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
Yep.
You guys are all invited.
Yep.
Yes.
That's maybe the only chance for me to finish something.
Perfect. Sounds good.
Procrastination.
Armor party next week.
See, if I ever did anything in a fan film, I would definitely do it only with like helmet on and stuff.
Yeah.
So a trooper would be perfect.
Yeah.
This is our accountability segment where you all need to make sure that we do an armor party next week to finish what we're working on. Because I think we all something we need to work on. So
in other words, hopefully my flight suit comes in by then.
In other words, just Kablami, Alex, and Maddie have to tell us to.
Alex, Kablami, and Maddie, you 3 are in charge of blowing up our
admins
phones.
in the chat.
We need to come up with a name for them.
Yeah.
We'll think of something later. Comment below what you think your name should be.
The viewers.
You locked yourself out. Oh no.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
I do get a lot of questions about making fan films.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
People who want to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot that goes into it.
That's something that, being in the Star Wars cosplay community, I haven't delved into that much. I haven't looked into fan films. I haven't watched many of them. But it's I see, how you're saying, like, it's a fun way to be able to portray that character that you love.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's a progression too, because like, you have your character that you want to build and you finally build them, and then you're like, what else can I do with them? So you take photos with them, and then you're like, oh, well, maybe we should take some videos especially now with like TikTok and YouTube and all that, and then that just keeps progressing into like, let's just make a story. And I think it's just like, it all funnels into that if you just keep working at it,
Well, some people get discouraged because they see some quality projects and then they don't feel like they can do something like that. But that's the thing, you do it for fun.
Yeah.
And not everyone is a filmmaker, not everyone is a professional actor. So it's all about enjoying the process, having cool people with you on your team and just doing something fun. So you can't expect to do something on the same level as professionals do. That's why people say, oh, I'll never be able to do something like that. Well, you don't have to.
Yeah.
Because it's all about your vision and your ideas and how you want to do it. So there's no reason to be discouraged at all. I think there are some fan films out there that are so unique and so different, and people just came with the cool idea, and they're not filmmakers, but they found someone who can help them to bring it to life, and they're still so fun and enjoyable. So it's not about making something, on the level of Lucasfilm, because we're not Lucasfilm.
Oh yeah,
but don't have that budget.
No, gosh, I wish we had the budget.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
I think as long as you have a story to tell and you have fun with it, that's all that matters.
Yeah, that's it.
One of the most interesting fan films I ever watched for Star Wars was one that was about Jabba's Rancor and the what's it called, the handler for the Rancor.
Oh yeah.
But it was like that guy as a kid finding the Rancor and like making it his friend, and it was such a cute little like fan film, and it was so random, but it's like one of those unique little Star Wars stories that was like, oh, I would have never thought anyone would ever be like, oh, I'm gonna make a fan film backstory about this random character you see for 1 second in the movie.
Yeah,
that's cute.
It was really good. Good.
I always think of like just a low budget one. There's like one out there. It's just like guys fighting with lightsabers in a forest.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it's called.
I feel like a lot of people, did that anyway, but someone was like, hey, let's make a movie out of it.
They like made it a little more of a movie, and they did like choreography, and like literally all they had to do was like put in the special effects for the lightsabers, and then it was like a cool little short film, and their choreography was really good. So like it can be as simple as that. It doesn't have to be
Yeah.
anything crazy as well. So
I know some people who just have stories but don't want to make a film, so they hire an animation team, or just can be even one animator, and they make a little cartoon out of it, and it's still so
Ooh,
much
that's a good
fun.
idea.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it's still so much fun.
it's a good
Could
idea.
you
I have
make like a comic book or something? With
yeah,
Yeah, or a comic book. Some people make fan comic books, which are great.
yeah,
There's so many ways to explore, your passion.
yeah. I got a lot of ideas. I have a couple scripts. I just need to.
See,
get
I
them
just
to
like
work.
to design the outfits, and then I
Yeah.
don't do anything with story. I'm like, nope,
Yeah,
I can't do
You
that.
guys should work together. You have ideas and you can design.
yeah. Maybe we should work together, Westin. Maybe you should get your kit ready.
Maybe we should work together on getting that. But I
Just
wanted
team
to,
effort, build your kit.
right?
If that's what it takes to get that
Hey,
kit
assembly
done.
line, we'll just
Assembly line.
break it out.
You just stand there, we'll fit stuff on you, and we'll just work on it.
It's like I'll be like Iron Man. I'll just stand
Just
there.
ding,
stand
ding,
there.
ding,
Trust me.
ding, ding.
I wanted to say, because you brought up, people getting discouraged about, seeing professionals do stuff so well. Like, that's a big thing with cosplayers is, when you're in the cosplay community, you go to conventions, you see people that are so good at what they do, and you just kind of think like, oh, I'm not that good. And then you kind of either lose interest in what you're making, or, you just don't want to do it because you don't think it's going to look as good, so it doesn't become worth it. But very important to express that sort of self-happiness, that you find in making these things. Like, oh, I made that because I liked it. I want to be that character. And there's no reason that you can't be that.
I
Yeah,
think it doesn't matter what level you're at as a cosplayer, as a whatever your work is, you'll always be displeased or always be comparing yourself
Yep.
with someone on some level. So to me, it's like I'm still getting pissed at myself because even if I'm good at one thing, I hate Instagram right now. Like I hate it. Like
Yeah.
it's just stopped, and no matter what I do, I know my social activism stuff, whatever, doesn't help. But anyway, so I'm just pissed with this platform right now because it's not supporting what I like to do, and it's supporting other things. And so I'm comparing myself with people who are very successful at managing Instagram right now, doing the reels and all of that fun stuff.
I feel like it's just so random.
Yeah, or it's just
Like, I don't know
random.
what this
Or
is.
sometimes it's just random. You post something absolutely random and it
Yeah.
just blows up. So it doesn't matter where you're at. There will be someone better than you at something. So I guess
Yeah.
just find your thing and just stick to it. Stick to what you love, and then whatever.
yeah. I think one of my when I first started, I compared myself to a lot of people, and one of the quotes that really stuck with me is comparison is the thief of joy. So
That is a good quote.
it's a great quote.
Should
And
get it tattooed on you.
are you be-reeling right now?
Yes.
God, I hate you.
Be real.
I'm trying to have a serious conversation, and he's be-reeling over here. Well, what I was
Hey man,
saying,
don't compare.
Don't compare.
That's a thief of your happiness.
man, I try to be nice and say something thoughtful, and you guys just ruin it.
What? I said,
Moving on.
It's thoughtful, so get a tattoo.
You can
of it.
compare if you can learn something from it instead
Why
of
are you staring
degrading
at me
your
when I'm doing
work.
stuff? Stop staring at me.
Yeah, I think like what you said, comparing yourself to make yourself better, but
Yeah.
don't compare yourself to someone who has 100,000 followers or whatever, and you're like, why am I not that good? Like, just do it for yourself.
Yep.
Otherwise, you're not going to have fun, and if you're not having fun, then you're just gonna be miserable.
Followers do not always reflect the quality of someone's work.
Very true.
That's what
Yes.
is a big
You know how
thing.
many terrible people are online that just
Yeah,
I don't want them
It's-
to see my stuff.
yeah.
Yeah. Good cosplay talk. Good.
Be yourself and do it for you.
Be real.
Be real.
For you and for your
Be
mom,
real.
because she's there for you.
Yes.
Yep.
My mom is my number one supporter. She's always reposting myself. She's like, look at what my son's doing. And I was like, Mom, stop. Please.
You're embarrassing me.
You're embarrassing me.
That was cool.
Question boy.
That ran out my cosplay questions, but I did want to talk a little bit about Star Wars in general. Like who? Okay, well, no, we already know this. Your favorite character is Ahsoka Tano. By the way, which version of Ahsoka do you cosplay?
I'm doing the Rebels one, and I have snips in the works from Clone Wars season 3-5, and
Nice.
also started Mando Ahsoka too.
Nice.
Yeah, well, my own version of it.
Oh, okay.
It's a
I was
little
gonna-
different.
Yeah. Very excited to see that one then.
I was supposed to finish it earlier, but it's
Mhm.
delayed now because my trip got delayed, so my things kind of paused
Yeah.
now. But yeah,
Life
hopefully
happens.
by summer.
Mm-hmm. What's been your favorite like piece of Star Wars media to this day? Like, Clone Wars movies, all
Ooh.
the shows.
Okay, well, Rogue One's my favorite Star Wars film. If we're not
Nice.
taking the side stories, then it's gonna be Episode 3, because that's my favorite.
Pretty
And
much
then-
right there with you.
Yep.
Yes, and now out of everything else, it's Andor.
Mm. So good. I just need to stop waiting a week. To
Just do what I
get
do. Forget to
episodes.
watch the last episode.
You forget to watch it, and then you're like, "Oh, I have 3 episodes to watch."
Yeah.
And it's weird because none of these have Ahsoka in it, but she's my second favorite character after Anakin. But yeah, but she's like a separate thing. So Rebels, of course, I love too. If we take animation, it's going to be Rebels.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
It has Hera too, which I adore.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Hair's a good one.
Hera's a great one.
I have nothing against any of the animated Star Wars
Yeah.
shows.
Have you seen Resistance?
No, I
love
have not.
Resistance.
So that's why I don't have
I'm
anything
not
against it, because I
saying-
haven't seen it.
I'm not saying you have to be against it. I just know many people didn't like it, but I thought it was very fun and cool.
I didn't watch
It's,
it. I keep
it's my
forgetting
favorite animated show. So
It is your favorite?
I love Resistance so much. It's so good.
It's
I honestly
so
forgot about
fun. I mean, I think it's for younger audiences because it's
Yeah.
both, but it was a very kind and stress free and fun.
Yes,
Oh,
it's great because you get to see. It's a whole other like. You don't get the main characters in it. I mean, you get like cameos here and there, but like none of them play a role in this storyline. It's literally just its own little resistance faction, just trying to make it on their own, and like it's like them against the First Order, and it's this whole like great story, and it's like it's fun and lighthearted, but when it gets dark, it gets dark, just like
Yeah.
in the Clone Wars
Yeah.
animated show.
Like when you don't expect it to happen.
I was like,
it
oh,
goes-
I feel really sad right now, but then it's such a good show.
My favorite dark Star Wars show, Lego Star Wars Terrifying Tales.
I've not seen that.
They'll do like Lego Star Wars specials
Yeah.
on Disney Plus. Some of them are pretty funny.
This summer one was actually a really fun one. I did like that one.
Yeah.
You haven't seen it yet?
No, I watched the holiday special one and then the Halloween one.
I've watched the holidays, but that's the one where Ray goes back in time, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
you need to watch it.
Yeah, you need to
It's
watch that
Lego,
one.
so just go with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's so funny because you get so much like, and it's probably not canon, but like
No.
there's so
Absolutely
much
not.
character like depth in like the Legos
Oh, yeah.
like
You learn way more about
specials.
Kylo Ren than in the movies.
Yeah.
Well, even too like they give so much to Finn in the Legos like
true.
specials than they do in the movies. You're like, oh,
That's good to hear.
yeah.
Yeah.
So watch if you love like the sequel trilogy, they're phenomenal. Watch them.
It does give them more character for
Yeah.
It
some
gives it more
reason.
character and like more
I was
depth.
to say, well, I like parts of it, and I like Kylo Ren, so it's going to be worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll definitely watch the holidays
It's a
special.
fun watch when you have literally nothing else to put on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, we just like Lego, so
I do love Lego.
Yeah.
You like Lego?
I'm okay with it. It's not like I'm a big fan of Lego.
Oh, okay. Do you have any Lego sets?
I have one small Inferno Squad one. It was a gift.
nice.
Isn't Inferno Squad set?
Yeah, it's little Aiden with a helmet and just a little ship.
I didn't know that was a thing.
There is a thing.
I'm gonna
It's very
order this
cute.
right now.
It's very cute if you can find it.
I feel like every time we podcast, it's always split down the middle. Like,
Why?
What?
we don't care about Lego. You guys love Lego. Last
Oh.
week it was like Halloween versus Christmas. Like,
I was like a team.
Yeah.
Are you team Halloween or team Christmas?
Team what?
Are you team Halloween or team Christmas?
I'm more team Christmas.
Okay.
No.
Also,
that's why we have separated
Merry
sides.
Christmas. We have holiday cups now.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. I mean, Halloween.
bananas or blueberries?
Both.
Do you peel your blueberries?
No. Who peels their blueberries?
Exactly. Exactly.
I mean, if you have a lot of time on your hands, I guess.
I would.
These
would
are
watch-
the important questions at Project Beskar.
That's very
Christmas
Very, like,
versus
controversial
Halloween,
questions on our
banana
show.
versus blueberries, and do you peel your blueberries?
Do you peel
Those are
your
the three
grapes?
main questions.
You can.
I don't
you,
eat grapes.
Okay.
You can
Name
swap
the
out
cotton
that
candy ones?
last question with "Are you a maniac or not?"
Sure.
who peels a blueberry?
Apparently, Alex.
He peels the blueberries.
no way.
That's
I
why
think
we
just
know,
when he's bored,
we
probably.
know who has a lot of time now.
Yeah.
Which is so funny because like they're always so busy. I'm like, you have time to peel your blueberries.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot.
I know
of,
he's on Fortnite. He's like, oh, I gotta hop off. I gotta do work for
Yeah.
the shop. I'm like, oh, okay. But you'll peel blueberries.
But you'll peel a blueberry, Alex.
The important question is cats or dogs?
Oh,
dogs.
All of you?
Cat.
Okay, get out.
Take a cat. But I love dogs
I knew that was
too.
a trick
I just wanna
question because I
get
knew you were
a
gonna say
cat.
cats. I knew you were gonna say cats.
Of course,
but,
cats.
yeah.
No, I like both.
She's
But
got
if you,
famous cats, you know.
yes, well,
Talk to us about your cats. How are they doing?
oh, they're fine. They have the best life, so
There.
they're always doing great.
Feline. Be fine. I don't know. I tried.
Cassian is the star, yes. I know.
Yeah, I love all his posters that he has.
Mhm.
Those are super funny.
I mean, I know people follow me for him because every time there's a live feed, there's like, "Hi guys,
Yeah.
where's Cassian?"
yeah,
All the time. He gets gifts for Christmas, for his birthday. He cosplays. He's been in a commercial. He's gonna be. Oh, by the way, okay, I don't want to spoil it, but there's a certain something comic book that's coming out with a certain very famous universe, and Cassian is gonna be in it.
Oh my gosh.
Yes,
We got to get him in the
as
Andor show too.
himself.
yeah. We should have had
As
him on the
himself.
podcast.
Right?
A little cameo.
Next week, can you bring the cat
We're
here?
gonna,
We'll just set him right here.
He's not gonna be a fan.
we'll have
You'll
a
probably
part
have to
two.
pay him too.
He's a
Oh,
diva.
I see. I see.
No, he's not a diva. He doesn't like cars. He's the sweetest boy.
Oh. I love pets.
I'd love to have a cat on the podcast.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
He would come dressed as a
I would be sneezing up a storm.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see. I see.
He can sit there,
Perfect.
far away.
Sit on my lap.
So I want to start bringing my dog when we film the podcast, and I'm like, where's he gonna lay down?
You could lay right here. Right next to
Somebody
me.
across.
He's
Keep
a
our
big
feet
boy.
tucked in.
Yeah, he could lay right here.
Oh,
Right
there's
next to me.
space there.
Mhm.
I guess I can just put a chair for him when we don't have a
Just
guest.
have him just sitting here.
He would sit. He would genuinely sit there. Do you have any more questions?
I do. So I know that you do a lot of canon characters. Would you make any custom characters, like custom Mandalorians or anything like that?
Maybe. Well, I do have my original Jedi, the one in black,
Oh, okay.
Lilomi.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I have her, and kind of want to work more on her story because she feels like she's interesting.
Yeah.
And I would like to make maybe a Mando. But it
Well,
is-
you've come to the right place.
Yeah.
It's not anytime
Welcome
soon.
to Project Beskar.
I'm not gonna be as good as any of you guys because I've never made a Mando. I don't know. It's gonna be a mess.
Armor
And-
party.
Yeah.
Be perfect.
So, but it's gonna be after everything else is done because otherwise it'll never be done.
Yep.
Add it to the cost planner. Oh God.
Oh, and he went
Every time.
down.
Every time. Don't worry, we got a bunch more.
He
Just pick
falls
one from
down.
there.
Oh, I
Once an
see. So they're just
episode.
another number to you.
And you know how people get those flesh colored Twi'lek Leku so they don't
Yeah.
have to do body paint? That could be a cool one to do
Yeah.
Ooh,
because it
nice.
makes it easier and Twi'leks are great. So,
Twi'lek or Twi'lek?
It's Twi'lek. Well, I've heard both,
Yeah.
but in a majority of media, it's Twi'lek. And I think in Bad Batch, was it? Then they say Twi'lek too.
Mm-hmm.
They say that because Twi'leks are so diverse and they have different accents. So
Yeah.
they say it both ways. But I like Twi'lek. Twi'lek.
I say
Yes.
Twi'lek. I like
Twi'lek.
Twi'lek.
I don't know what I say, honestly, now.
I don't think I've ever.
It's the same with
said-
Jag guys or J guys. I don't
It's just
know
one
what
of
the
those
right
things
one
in
is.
Star Wars where, I mean, it doesn't. You
It
still know what you're talking
it doesn't
about.
Yeah.
Matter. It's the same thing as with Ayla's accent. Okay, that was a whole thing,
Oh, yeah.
whole discussion on my Sakura film. Like she doesn't have. Some people say, "Oh, you nailed her accent," and some people say, "You don't have a French accent." I mean, like, I'm just using my own accent. But the thing is, I did my homework and about her accent, and in a very very original George Lucas's prequels version, she speaks. She has lines. It never made it
Oh.
till the end.
It's one of those like deleted scenes.
Yeah, like they were trying things.
Mhm.
So it was not Amy Allen doing the voice. I think it was someone else.
Interesting.
I'm not sure, but don't quote me on that. But it's online, and she doesn't have any accent. She has an American accent. But I thought to add a little bit of something would be interesting. But I don't want to do French because I don't think it fits her. So yeah, so that's there's room for interpretation for everyone.
Yeah.
I always love like when like Twi'lek's talking and they have like a French accent, And like in Rebels, when like Hera is like not like around like her family or like anywhere
Yeah.
near right or left, and then
Yeah.
like when she's like back home, just like the accent comes out, and I was
back.
like, that's so cool.
It's actually
like,
very true because every
That's what I was
time
gonna say. I feel like that's
Yeah.
I was wondering. I was like, is that a normal thing?
it's a
for-
thing
Yeah.
every time I
Yeah.
talk to my family or when I'm back home, my accent becomes so much thicker, and I come back here, and after a few days or whatever, week after,
Yeah.
it just fades away. And plus, Ayla Secura grew up in Coruscant. Why in the world would she have a French accent? She's not from Ryloth like Hera.
Mm-hmm.
She would have never had a French accent, like logically. That's why in prequels she never has it.
Yeah.
yeah.
you right.
So yeah, I mean,
Makes sense.
I didn't even know that about Ayla. That she
yeah,
grew up on Coruscant.
yeah, she was taken as a baby. She was raised in
Yeah.
a temple.
Yeah. I
So
forget they do that too.
Yeah.
they do that, but
Do you
there's
not
a
just watch
mother.
Tales of Jedi?
Well, oh yeah, I guess Ahsoka did go really young. Who
Yeah.
didn't go
She
young? Just
did.
Anakin?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he was super old already.
Yeah.
You're 8 year old.
He was
Go
a
back.
grandfather by the time
Did
he
they
went to
not
the
have
temple.
like
Yeah.
home visits or anything? Like you want to go back see your family for Christmas or Life Day? I should
Life
say.
Day.
Life
No
Day.
attachments.
No.
Yeah, no attachment.
True.
Wow.
Well, I wonder too. It's like like sometimes like when people get adopted, and it's like they have like the option to like stay in contact with their families. I wondered if when they bring like babies to the temple, it's like when you reach a certain age, like, hey, this is actually where you're from. Like, if you're ever on a mission on that planet, or like if they just know, like, oh, hey, by the way, we're on a mission here. You're from here. Do you want to see your family?
I don't
Surprise!
I don't think they do that.
Surprise! We kidnapped you as a child.
I love the TikToks where people are like filming their pets and they're like, "Hey, you're adopting the cat," and like they're just like, "What?"
So funny.
Do you have any more questions?
Let me see.
There's more questions I can
It's
see.
about the-
There's a big list there.
He's the
I mean, we
organized
went
one.
through some of them already. Well, no, we did talk a little bit about Andor, but some people haven't seen it all. But
That would be me.
I can't tell you what the last one I saw was.
it's hard to keep up with it when you have to just wait so long. Next one.
Yeah.
I can't stand it.
I
Especially
can't
after the
stay up
last
late
one.
anymore till midnight to watch shows. So it's like if I'm not staying up for it, I'm gonna forget about
Yeah.
it.
Dude, I haven't watched the last episode of Rings of Power yet.
You haven't?
No.
Oh.
I watched the
I
House
haven't
of
watched any
Dragon
of it.
one.
Oh,
But-
people are fighting so much over Rings of Power. I just can't. Even I thought Star Wars can get bad.
No.
No.
I don't
I
know.
haven't
Those
watched
people are
Rings fans
everywhere.
a whole other level.
I haven't watched
Just-
either of those shows yet.
What are you doing here? Go watch them
All right,
or
we're
come
gonna
back.
Did you
Came
like Rings
out.
of Power? Did you like Rings of Power?
I like them and at them it. But I've been a Tolkien fan since I don't know 13, 14. I read all
Nice.
the books. It was the first English language books I've read, and
Wow.
like the big ones, the serious ones. Yes, and I liked it. I enjoyed it. I know people are screaming, "Oh, it's not accurate. It's not well." I felt like elves felt like elves. The Middle Earth felt like Middle Earth. I loved Galadriel. I liked
She's cool.
Arondir. I liked the characters. I have a freaking crush on the Queen Miriel because she's
She's so cool.
oh my gosh, that woman. Okay. And like, it's just platonic strictly, but she's incredible. And yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it. I understand it's not exactly following the canon. It's loose because they didn't have the rights. But I loved Elrond's character, his relationship with Durin.
Oh yeah, that was
Yeah.
really fun to
There was
watch.
so many good moments in it. So in this show, even if something didn't settle like true to canon, I was able to put it aside very easily and enjoy the story, enjoy the character.
The writing was beautiful. Like a lot of the dialogue too, when they talk, I'm like, that's so beautifully said. Like, who wrote this? So good.
It felt good, yeah. And I cared about the characters. Like, a lot of times in the show, you don't really, whatever, they're there, they die, you move on. But I cared about them, all of them. So I think that was great, especially about the horse. No, I'm one of those people, if you show me an animal in any film
Yeah.
or show, like
Yeah.
a dog or a cat or a horse, whatever it is, I'm attached. I can't think of anything else. And if you don't show
That's
me
fair.
it survives
That's
in me
why they
and
have
I'm
that
not watching.
website
I
about you can look up if a dog dies in a
Yes,
movie.
I know
So you're
about
like,
it.
is this worth
No.
watching or no? If it dies, then don't watch it.
Marley and Me, that was a big, like, everyone left that movie just like, what did I just watch?
Dude, I Am Legend. That was
Oh,
probably
man.
the
Oh,
worst
that
one.
was
I haven't seen
Yeah.
that one.
Dude,
No,
that was probably
it's
the worst
bad.
one. I could.
It's bad.
I
Yeah.
won't watch that movie specifically for that scene.
well, now I'm not gonna watch
Yeah, I
it.
wouldn't.
Yeah.
If everyone had that same reaction, I'm like, nope,
Yeah.
definitely not watching that.
Yeah. it was
That's
sad.
why I didn't watch Jurassic Park, the last one. Not the last one, the one
That just came out.
with the island. No, the other one before that. Second one. Second one of the new ones.
I don't know.
You know, there's a volcano on the island.
Yeah, oh, yeah, yeah.
I just saw the trailer. I'm like, this is the best way to make me not want to watch this film.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, thanks. No, I'm going to pass.
It was sad. And then,
Yeah, it was
Well, it's like the
very sad.
goat in the first one. Like, is
Yeah.
he gonna eat the goat?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just, no.
I mean, yeah.
That's why, okay, Tales of Jedi, okay? Love it. Amazing. Except the first episode, Ahsoka's mom, what she did to that poor baby. It was bad. Like, watch Ahsoka. Watch Ahsoka. I was like, hey, no, mommy, what are you doing? This baby. She's like, watch it die. I'm over I'm over exaggerating, but that was like, okay, I understand that's why it's needed in the story. There, this community.
Did you enjoy Tales of the Jedi?
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course. It was great. I think the animation was even better than the Clone Wars.
Oh, yeah, they
the
just
last
keep
season.
getting it.
They just
better
keep
and
getting better. I think this was really, really nicely done. The stories were all great. Dooku's arc, I mean, everything about it. I loved the last episode too. I think Ahsoka was so deep in those too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really liked it. It was great.
Yeah, the Dooku like arc. It actually got you like feeling like for Dooku.
Right?
Yeah, it got
I-
dark.
I was like, oh man.
Yeah.
It does the thing that, the Clone Wars has always done. It just enhances
Yes.
the movies. Like, oh, you go back and watch episode 2 now, you're going to be like, oh, Dooku. Now you kind of feel for the guy
It's
and
like
you
a whole
understand what
layer.
he's saying now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Love
it
that.
makes so much sense.
Yaddle was amazing.
Oh yeah, she was great.
Well,
Too bad.
until
Well,
Yes.
yeah. What are you...
What?
until she gets crushed.
No, she doesn't get crushed.
I'm afraid.
Oh.
I'm afraid you're too late.
Kind of
Seattle.
bummer like we didn't see more of her.
I know,
before.
right?
Mhm.
Before the show came out, I was like, "Yeah, that's kind of cool that we'll see Yaddle again." Because you see her in episode 2, but not in episode 3.
Very briefly.
She's not sitting on the council, so
Yeah.
it's like, "Oh, what happened to her?" And,
That was,
oh, there
yeah,
you go.
we were talking about Tales of the Jedi, and he was like, oh, I'm so excited to see Yaddle, like, blah, blah. Like, I wonder what happened to her, and I'm just like, watch the show.
Everyone's like, what
I had to,
happened?
like, keep my mouth shut while he was
Yeah.
talking about how great she is, and I was like, oh, God.
Oh, and that scene where Ahsoka is training with the clones. So they started to show this, and Jason's director of Sakura and I were watching. We're like,
Yeah.
okay, Ahsoka, you ready? And it's the same quote, and
Yeah, I
Ayla
thought about
says
that
in our
too.
film, just says, "You ready?"
Wow.
And then I'm like,
That's amazing.
I was going to bring that up, too, but you beat me to it.
it's great because it just reinforces, obviously, it's simultaneous ideas that appear in the same information field, and we know how that works. That means we're in tune, so that just made us feel so good. Like, oh yeah, okay, so we're in tune with the Star Wars masterminds.
Yeah,
so that's great.
really cool.
Yeah, it's really nice. Except Ahsoka got blasted
Yeah.
a lot.
A lot,
lot.
dude.
Yeah.
Oh, my
That was
God.
most of the episode. It was
Yeah.
again.
Just her unconscious,
Again.
yeah.
Yeah, well, and Ayla is a master Jedi at that point, so she's just doing the real blaster shots, and she's just
Yeah.
whatever, Black, go away.
Yeah.
Try better.
You have more
I
questions?
did love that show. Talk about something else while I look for my questions.
Bananas.
Bananas.
Bananas are good.
Oh, I do have one random question. Do you see yourself as having an accent, or do you see us as having an accent?
I think it's me because I'm speaking your
Oh, okay,
language
okay.
technically, so
Gotcha.
it's me who speaks different.
I've always wondered that because I went to Europe and like people would be like, "Oh, I love your accent," and I was like, "What accent are you talking about? I don't have an accent. You're the one with the accent."
I guess depending on where you are, if
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
in UK and you have an American accent, then it's an American, different.
Yeah.
So
I was
I
like,
don't know.
I pronounce all the letters in the alphabet regularly. You put like weird spins on it, like aluminium.
To Europeans, American English sounds so funny. It's like you have a full mouth of oatmeal, and we're like talking like this while you're trying to chew it. So that's what it sounds like. I know it's hysterical. Because in our language, everything's super enunciated. Every single
Yeah.
sound should be very precise. And in here, it's like, yeah, you're just gonna mumble everything, like Thrawn.
We talked about it on the podcast before, where it's like the different like videos, like they're like, oh, we call autumn for like autumnness, which means like fall or something like that. And the guy's like, in America we call fall because leaf fall. And it's very like thought out like language, and then you come here, it's like so lazy. It's such a lazy language.
Yep.
It's fun though. It's actually funny when I'm doing impressions of just for fun over characters, then the accent goes away. It's just so funny. I was like, why can't I do it so effortlessly when I speak?
Oh yeah, I never thought about that.
But then I found out an explanation because I'm using my setup, like vocal setup that I'm comfortable with, which is Slavic.
Yeah.
And when I change the tone of the voice, then everything else switches to an American or whatever, mostly American setup. So it's like a little vocal thingies. If you're acting or doing voiceover, you'll see that.
Nice.
Wow.
It becomes easier.
And you too, like being like an actress, like I'm sure you've gone through like different like just like training, like vocal training and stuff. That's insane. That's awesome.
And when you're singing, your accent goes away.
Yeah,
as well.
when you're singing, it goes away too. It's
Which is
very
kinda
interesting.
crazy.
A lot of people freak out because even when people don't speak the language, but they can sing and they don't have an accent in English, that's because if you have a good music ear, you pick up the sounds very well and you can reproduce them. In singing,
Crazy.
it's easier.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, it's very crazy.
Wow.
So for when it comes to like fan films, is there any or fan films? Words are hard.
Right?
As we're talking about like language stuff, like is there anything in the works that you want to share or talk about that you're working on or classified?
Yes. Well, I can. There's a new little fulcrum film in the works right now. We're working on the script. So it's not going to be a big one this time. This next one, it's more of a character piece. Hopefully we can shoot this before New Year, like very soon. And then hopefully next one will be another Ayla and another fulcrum, which I have this idea, which is really cool, like a big heist short film, but we'll see because that's a lot of resources involved in there. So
That's so
that.
fun.
And then also there's going to be a one short film / music video, but it's not in Star Wars. It's a different universe, different franchise, but it's a very cool one. So that one
Say
is
like Ahsoka
that one
music
is
video would be
super
funny.
not Star Wars now, but that one's going to be super fun too. So hopefully this fulcrum one will be able to do, because there were a lot of setbacks with everything going back home. So unfortunately some things had to be put on hold, but we'll get back to it.
Nice.
Really cool. That's like it's not even a part of fandom stuff that I even like. I wouldn't say not know about, but have never looked into at all. Is fan film or anything like that? Yeah, but it's really cool.
It's become my favorite actually, because pictures first and little videos, but then now this is my favorite part to do with my costumes. And actually, now that you mention it, so before I used to just make the costume like everyone else. I guess most people do it for conventions, for photo shoots. So it needs to be wearable, comfortable, fixable quickly if possible. But now that I use some of these for film, I know that for film I need to make adjustments. So lately I've been already designing those costumes with action in mind, with having to be in a costume for 12 plus hours, plus stunts if possible, a lot of moving, so it needs to be comfortable too. So like Ayla, for example, that was one of those. It was made to be a film costume, and there's a difference between cosplay and film costuming. Ahsoka, the Rebels one, it was made as a cosplay, like not as a film costume. So there's some things I want to change because some stunts are uncomfortable, like headpiece. I need to have a different lighter one. So
You need it to be a lot shorter and kind of slicked back.
exactly. Like
Like the live action looking one.
that makes things easier, but I prefer the long regal one. So that's what I'm going for. So to replace that one. So there's a lot of things. Like for Ayla, my headpiece, I didn't bring it, but you've seen it. So it's long and it's very light and very wiggly. And when I do stunts, it doesn't fall off my head. It moves very naturally. It's very easy to be in it for like 12 hours. My head doesn't hurt. So something like that for Ahsoka would be great. So I can do more action, because I know everyone wants to see action.
Is that like a silicone one?
It's silicone. It's very light foam
hollow?
inside. No,
Oh,
it's
just like foam.
because it needs to be squeaky.
Yeah.
So it has like a pillow stuffing, literally pillow stuffing inside. And then
Oh,
around the
okay.
head, what I did, I had it's a special expanding foam for prop making. So I filled it with that, and then I carved it to fit exactly to my head shape with hair. So this way, it almost like it sits so exactly that it doesn't go anywhere.
Really cool. Because
Yeah.
Darcy has 2 Leku for like custom Twi'leks, and like so fun to play with because they're just like
Everyone
the silicone, they're
wants to
squishy.
freaking-
Yeah.
That's what I was Hera at the, oh my goodness. So I was Hera at San Diego Comic-Con. My very first one, it was my previous headpiece, which was latex. And it was covered with body paint, which was setted with powder. So you cannot touch it.
Yeah.
You know, back then I
Yeah.
didn't do silicone or whatever. So you cannot touch it. So you assume people will not touch it. But I'm walking and I feel this like kind of yanking, and then just people just come and just do this. I'm like, well, good luck, bro. You're gonna have green hands. And it's like, okay, yeah, don't do that.
Yeah.
do that.
Don't touch cosplayers.
See, I
Now
guess-
it's silicone. Now it can be touched all you want.
I touch it because it's just sitting there on the ground. I'm like, hee hee.
But it's
Yeah.
yours. So.
If you're
Yeah.
ever a Twi'lek, I will walk behind you and smack people that try to grab your.
Yep.
Yeah, like see, that's why you have a handler.
Yeah.
You can smack people.
Yep.
And I didn't even feel it because if they do it carefully, you cannot
Or wear
tell.
toe spikes. That's also a very good thing.
Yeah. Stab 'em.
Boba is great for that. Just turn around. Yeah.
Yeah. Just put a sign on your back, do not touch,
Oh my gosh. Like
or electrocution.
Like the one guy.
we also at
LA
LA
Galaxy.
LA Galaxy. Of course, it's a sports game, so people are kind of drunk. And one guy decided to come up to me and Blake, and he like put his arms up around us, and I
Yeah.
have the jetpack on, and that thing
No.
took me forever.
And it wasn't
to
even
make.
like a nice like around. It was like a drunk like, "What's up?" And I was
Oh,
like,
no.
"Dude, if you break something, I'm gonna be pissed."
As we were taking the photo, we both just like looked over at
Yeah.
each other. And we're like, "Get this guy out of here!"
Good thing you couldn't see inside our mask because I was just like,
Yep.
really?
No.
Come on, man."
So bad.
That's why there's a cosplay hug, and you just do this.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Especially armor, you're like,
You're like, tick, tick.
And you just do a little like elbow tap, just tap.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can't even really like, at least for clones, like the fist bump because you got
That's
the
hard. Yeah.
you got the hand
hand
plates
plate.
and they like come off. I've done that before where I'd go for a fist bump and it's just ping. I'm like,
Just got
no.
gauntlets that will like ride right up. And just,
Yeah. You gotta ask someone to pick up your hand plate because you can't pick it up.
There was
Like,
one time.
oh.
So it was like one of the first times I like had a photo shoot with my clone, and Darcy took the photos, and so we went to this like kind of like shopping mall that there's like really cool like lit up night staircase, and so one of my hand plates, we were like walking from the structure to the mall. My hand plate fell off into this like deep like stairwell.
Oh
And
no.
so Christine, Greg's wife, had to like she's tiny. She had to like climb down in there and get my hand plate back.
Oh my goodness.
Could you imagine if you're by yourself? You're just like, oh god.
I was so heartbroken that I just like popped up. I was like grabbing onto the stair, like the handrail, and just went off. And I was like, well, I lost a hand plate. She's like, I got this, and just climbed in there and grabbed it. So have small friends, it helps.
Just handlers in general, always for
Yeah.
everything you need.
Yeah.
You need a big handler to smack people who touch your Leku, and a small one in case you drop something.
Yes.
That's ideal.
This is
Need
also
both.
has to go on the cause planner app.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Be like, all right, look for these
Dude.
qualities in your handlers.
Need a whole like security detail.
Let's make an app for professional handlers. You could hire handlers to come in.
That's a good idea.
Right?
Yeah, they
That's
get
kind of a good idea.
free con pass, and they just
Or if
hang
they're
out.
already going to the con and I don't know, that'd be
So
kind
in
of a
case
cool
you need
idea.
a handler, we charge $50 an hour. Hit up any one of us.
I will do it.
Are you going to LA Comic Con?
Yeah. We all are.
Going?
Yes.
Yeah.
Gonna
Yay.
go.
Yeah,
You?
we're gonna try to get all of our well, he's almost finished with his Mando. We both just ordered our flight suits today, or him yesterday, but so hopefully we'll have our 3 Project Beskar.
Project B Scar.
Yeah, we'll go around.
Yeah.
I kind of want to
the
go
videos
around.
haven't been in our.
I know. I'm like, our sign is that, but our intro video is Boba Tuck.
Yeah, I know. I just brought something.
We need
that-
to reshoot an
fine.
intro once we get all 3.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
And we'll
Coming soon. Kai,
Yeah.
reset that.
buddy, Kai. You probably don't watch this, but thank you for being.
Yes,
thank you for
thank
being
you.
part of our lives.
Well, when we did it, my flight suit was wrecked and his wasn't even ready, so
Yeah.
we just picked whatever.
Are you also doing LA Comic Con?
Oh yes.
Do you have a cosplay lineup of what you're gonna wear, or do you not know yet?
Yeah, I think I know. Well, Friday it's half day, right? It's a short day.
Yeah.
So Friday is
Usually,
just gonna
yeah.
be me because I'm gonna walk the floor because
Same.
before after that it's not gonna be possible, probably. So Friday just casual. Saturday, okay, I'm doing this new easy fast costume that I had to pull together because all my others got stuck in Ukraine. So and the materials. So it's gonna be an anime one.
Ooh.
Actually, it's
Ooh.
Studio Ghibli, actually. So
Ah,
it's gonna be very fun. It's different, I know, but
Yeah.
I wanted to do it forever, and this was a great opportunity.
I
That's
think I've
awesome.
seen one Spirited. No, yes, Spirited Away. Is that studio?
Yeah,
Yes.
but it's
I
not
watched that. That's what.
It's not from there, but yeah. So
Oh.
it's gonna be a surprise
all I
one,
know.
but just so people know, I'm not gonna be Star Wars, and it's gonna be, but
Good
still
to know.
recognizable.
Yeah.
And Sunday, I'm still debating whether to do something Star Wars or something not. So probably gonna be something Star Wars.
Nice.
Do the Padme again.
No,
like
not
Padme.
Padme. No, because that shawl gets caught on the Velcro on my boots and gets shredded.
Oh no.
So yeah,
Gotcha.
not anymore. But we'll see. I still have to try everything on and see how everything fits. If anything needs
Yeah.
adjustment or replacement or whatever.
Are you gonna have a booth at LA Comic Con?
No,
This
no
year?
booth.
No?
No, just walking around.
Just walking around. Cool.
Yeah. So we'll see. But keep track on Instagram. I'll be updating everything.
Cool.
Um,
Yeah, we'll be there. I think I might go Saturday, Sunday. I think I'm gonna get
Might
tickets
do the
both
same.
ways.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
my-
because we'll leave early on Sunday anyway because we have a show that night to go to. But
Oh yeah.
yeah,
They're going to see Book of Mormon. Right?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
it's gonna be
I
funny.
guess whatever show it was. Yeah, I think Friday casual day, and then that usually that's like my shopping day. I'll do Friday shopping
Yeah.
day, walk around. Saturday, Sunday, I still don't know what I'm gonna wear. I know what I'm gonna wear. I don't know what days I'm gonna. Oh no!
Oh no. Glow down. Glow down.
Gonk.
My bad.
He was stressing.
I'm surprised you knocked the gonk over out of everything.
I know,
How is
seriously.
Ahsoka still standing?
I don't know, dude.
Because she's Ahsoka.
Yeah, but that
Yeah,
figure
but
was.
she has the smallest feet of any.
Yeah, she's got really tiny feet.
She has
She's
the
really-
spent the
best.
most
Look
time.
how she's curved. Like her balancing is perfect.
That was because I had to make it balance.
She's
So
like-
she looks
Very
I sat
funky.
on the floor for
Yeah.
good like 10-15 minutes trying to get her to stand
Yeah,
up.
If
it
I
would
had to
not
pose
stand up.
like that, I would have to go to chiropractor after that. Oh, there was one picture actually of my Ahsoka Rebels from behind. I don't usually post pictures from the back, but there's one that is like a battle pose, and it's like that, but in a lunge. And the comments were the best. But it was like to hold it like that. The comments were the best. It was like my back. We were just looking at it. I was like, yeah, but that was it looks good on the picture.
Yeah.
Like imagine how I feel.
Yeah.
So I know I know from experience this.
That's when we were doing the photo shoot with Mark, and he's like, "All right, stand like this," and I'm like trying not to fall over. I'm
Oh,
like, I
gosh.
can't like see anything.
It's
Yeah.
hard sometimes when they pose you some way and they're like,
Yeah.
all right, stay right there. You're like, I
Yeah.
can't.
You're like, oh, God.
Sometimes, yeah. Like I like when photographers ask, like, "Oh, can you do this, or is it comfortable for you to do
Yeah.
this?" But some think that you're like a posable thing. They can do whatever,
Yeah.
stand on your head or whatever. It's like I can't.
I'm
Can,
like,
can you use your jetpack too? No.
This does not work.
if you think the shot will look cool, I will try it.
Yes.
But you got like 10 seconds. is
Yeah.
it? Like
Yep.
that's my max. If you
Yeah.
get it in 10 seconds, I'm out of that pose.
as well as it, like practice your lunges or whatever it is your character does, because you will have to stand there for a long time, especially
Yeah.
when there's like people gathering
This is
around.
why we do our morning stretches.
Morning stretches. See, that's the one thing I like about though having a helmet on when I go to cons and stuff. Like, it was last year at LA Comic Con, and Brittany and I, and Sam, he was Hunter. I think she was Bo-Katan and I was Rex. And we got stuck in this one spot for like an hour and a half because like more
Oh,
Star Wars
wow.
cosplayers kept coming. So everybody kept coming to take pictures. Did at one point, like you can always tell when, maybe I shouldn't say this, but when I'm over getting pictures taken of me, I just put my hands right here and I like fall asleep. So all my poses are like this.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, gosh.
Were you in Rex?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Well, because you're standing there for like an hour and a half, and
Yep.
I feel bad being like, no, like we got to go or whatever. So
You got to take that moment
Yeah.
to just take the helmet off And be
Yeah.
like, nope.
And then goes like,
Yeah. I'm asleep by then,
Just
dude. I
Rex
just,
is just like swaying.
remember that video that you took at that LA Comic Con of we were taking each other's videos on an escalator? I
Yeah.
was Padme. You were,
Yep.
That's my freaking most watched reel of
Really?
all times. I'm just
Really?
like on the moving escalator, just doing some
Yeah.
dance, and some people like looking at me and then stumbling down and whatever. It was so stupid, but yeah, it's like it's the most watched.
that's so
video.
funny.
You never know.
We gotta do that again
Oh yeah.
this year.
Just have to decide what to wear on Sunday. Well, you guys are gonna be
Yeah.
Star Wars, right, on Sunday?
Probably, yeah.
Something. Okay.
Maybe I'll bust out Tuck or something. Or Rex, I don't know.
Maybe I'll do one of my Reis because I haven't worn others.
Mm.
Just Jakku for a while.
I just really want to see if me and you are gonna be on the poster
On
when
the
you walk
poster?
in. Yeah.
Because we were on the
Because
announcement.
we're on all the
some-
announcements.
You know why? Because I didn't have a mask on.
Yeah.
Because we were taking pictures with someone, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm just gonna be
Yeah.
normal, and that's what they picked for their.
I know.
For their
I just thought
thing.
it was funny because you like text me that, and I was like, "Wait, what?" Like, and then I just kept seeing us like everywhere on their promotional stuff, and I was like, "All right,
I
cool."
was like, well, now you owe me a badge.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Yeah,
Can I get a badge?
get a badge.
LA Comic Con, if you're watching this.
Yeah, LA Comic Con. Can we get a badge for using our? Even though we probably signed
got
something.
Let's apply for a booth.
Yeah,
Project
Booth
Westcoast
would
be
be
like,
great.
yeah, that'd be
You know what we should
sweet.
do though? We should just like the podcast. Just like whenever there's like a con, just like send in like media applications. Like
I'm down.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, let's just see what happens.
Just do it
Yeah.
for whatever.
I'm down.
All right.
That'd be fun.
What are we at?
My eyes are so bad.
I don't even
I have
know where
no
to look.
ability to see.
Almost an hour, I think.
Welcome to Project Beskar, where none of us have great eyes.
Yep.
I just don't know where
but
to
you have
look. I have good
glasses.
eyes.
Oh, we're at
Where
105.
am I looking?
Bottom
oh yeah, I
right.
see 105
Bottom
to
right.
37. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Well,
I think. Well, I'm all out of questions because we talked about pretty much everything I had in mind. So, yeah, thank you
I-
for coming on.
I had
thanks
one
for
more
coming.
thing. You were talking about your activism stuff. I didn't know if you wanted to have another platform to
Oh yeah, of
say it.
course.
So
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm doing fundraising. Aside from all of the information support for Ukraine, but I'm also doing fundraising for animal rescues and shelters back home. And we just had 2 incredible auctions with Sam Witwer.
Mhm.
And
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah.
that's
there were
nice.
two artworks that he signed that went on eBay. And another one's coming with Vanessa Marshall. So yes, so keep an eye on my Instagram. It's going to be next. And then another one, which is super amazing raffle. Not going to say what it is, but everyone will want that. I know
Oh,
everyone
man.
will want that. Yes. And so keep an eye. I post updates. I post the needs, whatever's happening, whatever donations are right now are crucial. So any support is very welcome, whether it's just a repost or, talk to your friends about it, whatever it is, because anything helps. So I'm very thankful, guys, for giving me an opportunity to talk
Yeah, of
about it.
course.
Absolutely.
And do you
Yeah.
have any websites or anything like that they can go to? I'll also link them down below if you have anything. But if you have anywhere to donate,
Yeah, it's all on my Instagram. I
Okay.
have highlights that says Ukraine help. So there's a list of resources there. And then I have highlights that say receipts. So all of the donations that I send or people send through me, I posted there. So you can see exactly where everything goes. There's an animal or a shelter. There's PayPal. So you can flip through those and see if anything speaks to you. You want to support someone. I usually try to tell the story of people who are fighting for animals or animals that need help. So it's all very clear and transparent. And I'm very thankful for everyone who supported it and who came aboard, for all the artists or actors that joined this, like Sam, like Vanessa, and hopefully we'll have more, because it's very rewarding to see that the community is not just staying indifferent, that people speak out and join it is very, very important, because everyone fights their own war. I think Ahsoka for me has been such a guiding light in this whole process, because she's an inspiration. I always look up to her. What would she do? How would she behave? And that fulcrum idea is more than close to home. It's literally in my heart, and then it helps so much. So people know like Star Wars is a fantasy universe, but the reality is we are in a war. So anything that's inspiring in Star Wars can be translated to real life, and lessons we can learn, people we can emulate, and the fight we fight. So yes, thank you everyone for helping.
awesome.
That was beautifully said.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we will put all that information down below.
And where can they find you?
You can find me here.
Just
In
come,
person,
come
right
over
here.
here.
Right here.
To the set.
So yeah, I'm on Instagram. It's my main platform, Rei.kennex. I also have a YouTube channel. It's also Rei.kennex. If you have any questions, anything about cosplay or filmmaking, I'm always open in my DMs, so you can talk to me. Yes, that's it. And look for more new projects because there's so much in the works.
Sweet.
We're super stoked to see everything that you do, and you're phenomenal at what you do. So thanks for being here. Thanks for taking the time to
Thank
hang
you.
out with us.
Thank you.
Yep. Go check out Rei.kennex.
Thanks.
Do
and,
it.
And to end it, Ahsoka ASMR
Oh,
at
gosh.
Project Beskar.
Wow. That was amazing.
Had to do it.
ASMR. Oh, okay.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.